It's the Chargers and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Ekeler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 68 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Able to complete it to Johnston. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape, I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And finally taken down at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 2nd down, Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And
you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Bears. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Herbert now. Pass hauled in by Johnston. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Johnston on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll find Everett there complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go.
Herbert back to the air. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that trims the lead down to 9. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Herbert on first down now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set.
Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Herbert to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
Let's go.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, it is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Rolling. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have the Bears first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.